Getting a bargain here today. 2 challenges for the price of 1. Okay, we are here. I'm going to put some GLA music because we have some GLA. And at top on Summer Arena, we've got ExCaL in his next Best of 11 challenge. Can BoYcaH take him down? We've got OE ExCaL in the purple with the GLA Tox. In the south, we've got big BoYcaH or medium BoYcaH. Yeah, probably more medium-sized BoYcaH with the Cyan GLA Tox. So we've got Tox Mirror, very, very interesting map. There is loads and loads of money on this map. So you've got your 2 main supplies back in the base. You've got these crates over here as well. And then I feel like we can see loads of the map with this new observer mode. It is pretty good. You can see loads. Then in the center, you've got all of these buildings. It will be pretty interesting. Battle in the middle because the GLA Tox tunnels can just clear these buildings if they are just if they are built right next to them. I'd say ExCaL's there is probably maybe you could say in the more worst position because this one here will be able to clear out this building pretty easy. That building, there's a chance that building it might be too far. That building might be able to get some shots off on that, or at least when he pops his units, that might be able to get some shots off. But ExCaL might actually just deny this altogether here. Both sending the rebels to the middle, and ExCaL doing 2 supplies, and BoYcaH going for 3 supplies. Something you'll often see BoYcaH do. You see Fargo do it a lot as well. You can do 3 supplies. And actually, I can't remember who it was that said it, BoYcaH or Fargo or someone said it, that you can actually get the tech out at roughly the same amount of time. It doesn't delay it that much by going to 3 supplies. So your aggression isn't delayed that much. But I think what BoYcaH's done here, he's done a fake arms dealer. And actually, his is going to be delayed. And ExCaL's going to be the more aggressive one. Probably prefer BoYcaH's position right now because he hasn't actually lost that much map control. He has got control in the middle. He has got control of the right side. ExCaL does have more control of the middle right, I suppose, but BoYcaH is probably going to be allowed to build a tunnel here. So a building is cleared out there. ExCaL does get first blood. He does clear the middle. Hepsi says Decider is AFG mirror on Tournament Desert. Okay, cool. I will let them know if it gets to that stage. Hopefully it does get to that stage. Hopefully we don't see another 6-0. But if ExCaL is really too strong, maybe BoYcaH is not able to take him down too. But both players playing really good. You can probably say both players maybe at their peak. Is ExCaL going to get much better than he is playing right now? Maybe so. Both players got to be close to their peak. BoYcaH is definitely at his peak at the moment, I think. So yeah, very, very defensive at the moment from both players. Both very, very opening very, very cautiously. So we've got loads of attacks here from BoYcaH. BoYcaH now got upgraded into a second arms dealer. So BoYcaH is definitely ahead because of the economy advantage, but BoYcaH has less control in the middle because of that. Is he going to be able to allowed to finish that tunnel? I think so. Interesting. That rebel will eventually go down, but it has forced them RPGs to go back inside of the tunnel. BoYcaH, I think, will be able to clear this at some point because he's on 2 arms dealers. Oh, 3 arms dealers very, very quick. This is just a perfect opening from BoYcaH. So I'm interested to see if he's going to be able to push back ExCaL. He's definitely going to be able to push him back in the middle, I would say. 4th supply. I was going to say 3rd. It's actually 4th supply. Nice bunkering from BoYcaH. Perfect from BoYcaH so far. ExCaL maybe feeling his upper against a slightly tougher opponent here because BoYcaH is playing this perfectly so far. Rebel comes in and is going to kill the RPGs inside of there. Not sure how many he actually killed. There is still 1 RPG inside that building. Like it's inside but not inside, if you know what I mean. If that makes sense. Inside but not inside. 3 arms dealers now from BoYcaH. This is going to be hard for ExCaL. I don't know how he's going to defend against 3 arms dealers that quick. He does manage to get inside of this bunker, and actually the tunnels from ExCaL are actually so far back that not going to be able to clear that. Big, big engagement. Tech's going down left, right, and center. RPG's going down for ExCaL, but BoYcaH's economy is going to be so, so big. And maybe if DK Crazy is watching, then maybe DK Crazy wants to take some tips from this, because DK Crazy's style is to make more and more supplies than your enemy, and that's exactly what BoYkaH's doing here. So maybe that's a good sign for DK Crazy when he does come to face him in the World Series, which might be this week. Then maybe that's a sign that DK Crazy's style and strategy will work. ExCaL is getting pushed back a lot here. This building actually might get cleared. Yeah, it's going to get cleared. You see how much veterancy he gained just from killing the inside of that building? This oil has been denied. This oil on the right has been captured. So ExCaL only got 1 oil. ExCaL building another 2 arms dealers. Okay. Bit of a weird position. Looks like fakes, actually, because they're building really, really fast. Can I see if they're fake here? Don't know if I can, actually. ExCaL expanding to another supply on the right. ExCaL getting pushed back. As I predicted, the Scorpion advantage for BoYkaH is pretty considerable at this point, but the tunnels are still hard to break through, especially with these RPGs and support. ExCaL is getting pushed out, so definitely BoYkaH in the lead at the moment. Google in the chat is under the name Thor. He says BoYkaH wins 6-4. Might be so. It's looking like that so far. We're taking this first win. Technical coming in, and Scorpion's going to chase it down, but he doesn't even have the Scorpion upgrade, ExCaL. So ExCal's definitely behind here. He does not have a Scorpion upgrade. This Technical's going to be doing more of a scout, I think, looking for a palace, maybe try and kill the occasional worker. Just keep ExCaL busy a little bit. BoYkaH playing this like an absolute animal, to be honest, like an absolute beast. Not really made any mistakes or lost any engagements, I would say. Is pretty much won every engagement that he set out to do. So that did actually have some stuff inside of it. One Scorpion get taken out, and then on the right, ExCal's losing more ground. I think this is not going to be long before it's GG, because I don't know how long ExCaL can last without control in the middle. Supply here going down on the right, and then BoYkaH is way ahead in terms of XP. So this whole right side has been cleared out, and ExCaL is now well and truly behind. BoYkaH has complete control in the middle. He's got 2 wheels on the left. Maybe he wants to kill this all, or maybe he wants to capture it. On the right side, probably would just capture it. BoYkaH says, my map. The trash talk is coming out. And matchup. ExCaL says. So yeah, BoYkaH implying he's taking over the entire map. I think the matchup suits BoYkaH, and maybe the map does as well. Massive, massive engagement here between these scorps. Definitely better without this thing missing down here. Potentially that's the thumbnail for this battle. ExCaL being pushed right back. If you just tuned in, by the way, we already saw ExCaL versus Scuba. You can rewind this stream and watch that if you want, or if you want to watch it later, I will be uploading that separately, splitting this out into 2 challenges. Now, obviously, we've got BoYkaH against ExCaL in the second challenge. This one is also $50 sponsored by Hepsi. GG thrown down from ExCaL, and ExCaL is not actually undefeatable today because BoYkaH is just taking first game off him. Now it will be random reverse, so let's see if they get any more GLA mirrors. Got so far 1-0 for BoYkaH. This might actually make Scuba feel better about losing in the World Series to BoYkaH, because if BoYkaH is just beaten down on ExCaL as well, then it just shows that BoYkaH actually is strong. And even though Scuba says he was ahead in some of the games, or maybe all of the games, I don't know, against BoYkaH, he obviously didn't just win by luck or whatever. BoYkaH is obviously super strong at the moment, and probably you could say one of the favorites to win the World Series as well. So BoYkaH proven to be very, very strong. Okay, so next map. What map haven't we seen today? I don't think we've seen Vendetta. So maybe... Maybe we'll try and vary it up. Barren Badlands. What's the name of the next map? Is it Blizzard Badlands? I just need to check which one it actually is, because there's a few versions of Blizzard and Barren Badlands. So it's Barren Badlands Balanced 0v1. That's the one. Okay, so 1-0 so far for BoYcaH. So we've got Demo versus Laser. Demolition for BoYcaH in the bottom left with the cyan color. Sticking to his color, so it's nice and easy for us. And in the top right, we've got USA Laser for ExCaL in the purple. Interesting matchup. I think either player here can win it. I probably think it's easier for the Laser to win, because again, you kind of get that critical mass of Vs, and it's kind of easy to push through like the middle here. Even if these are garrisoned like by 1 or 2 RPGs, you can probably find some way to get into the main base. But Demo is also very strong. ExCaL actually doing a very, very interesting build order. He's going for 2 supplies, probably War Factory Barracks, but actually doing his supply in a very, very interesting spot, and actually sending his dozer forward here. Rare to see that, actually. You never really see a supply built there, like pretty much ever. I don't think I've ever seen it. So it shows you ExCaL has got a creative mind. He's going to box in his dozer here, and this dozer is going to push forward, probably trying to get some crushes. He might actually get another crush here. Did kill one at the top there, and BoYcaH does not have any forward tunnels or aggressive tunnels whatsoever, actually. Probably going to try and drop off a worker with this one. First V is out now, and Barracks a little bit late in terms of getting inside of these garrisons. Maybe that will be something that BoYcaH wants to do if he gets inside of that garrison with 1 RPG, and that one, that'd be pretty problematic to stop. Tech RPG is going to drop off a worker and harass ExCaL's supply. So BoYcaH not in a too bad a position. He is harassing ExCaL for the time being. ExCaL's now going to go and collect over here instead. But the thing is, now they won't go back over here to drop off. That Terratech is probably going to get killed. It's going to evac early and try and kill 1V or maybe a couple of Vs, but doesn't manage to get anything. This tunnel here is going to get up, and ExCaL's now going to be left to collect from this supply back here. Technicals coming in from the top from BoYcaH. Another worker dropped off, so he's going to build another tunnel. And ExCaL's main base is now under threat. The Vs are going to go back to defend this, and I think actually the Vs probably don't want to engage this by themselves. Probably just wants to unload the missile defenders and laser lock the techs from distance. Another tunnel being deployed here. And BoYcaH is, again, handling this pretty well. A couple of missile defenders go down. Technical goes down. V takes a little bit of damage. BoYcaH now wants to get out of here because these Vs definitely will clear this up. He's really leaving it till the last minute. Does manage to get out of there. Don't think he's going to lose anything. Bottom right, we've got Oil and the dozer just chilling out. Critical mass of Vs now pushing out. This is where it becomes tough because BoYcaH does not even have control of these buildings. So these Vs are going to get in pretty easy, get to the main base. That's probably maybe going to be GG unless BoYcaH's got a counter-attack planned. He's going to go for a counter-attack. So this is going to be interesting. Going to be base trade. So Barracks going down. 5 technicals in, and he's going to dozer hunt ExCaL. Taste of his own medicine. But actually not dozer hunt because there is one back here. All the workers going to get cleared up here. ExCaL's going to BoYcaH hunt. Yeah, laugh if that happens. ExCaL's main base, though. ExCaL's not paying attention back here. He's lost 1 Chinook. I think 2 Chinooks, maybe? Yeah, 2 Chinooks going down. Technicals going back for BoYcaH. Maybe the occasional nice demo trap would be good for BoYcaH. There's only 2 drones out here, so... unless ExCaL's paying 100% attention, he might step on a demo trap. There is another demo trap placed down here. BoYcaH has a decent amount of techs out. Maybe he's going to come in from this side and try and pick off these missile defenders. Bottom right, though, we do have an oil with the barracks built there now as well. ExCaL's going to go back to his base, I think. When you see that supply was sold, he's going to go now back to his base. Back here, we've got the techs pushing in. Does not want to engage his missile defenders, probably, because he's only got a few techs out now. Going to build a demo trap. I think BoYcaH thinks this is the last remaining buildings. But actually, it's not. We know it's not. Technicals coming in from this side. V's coming back, though. And I think BoYcaH's lost too much now. Interesting. I don't think another demo trap there is needed. Another demo trap is needed here. Dozer is dropped off, so BoYcaH might now see that. I don't think he can at the moment. Interesting. So, well, that barracks is guaranteed to die. But I don't think BoYcaH's aware of this other dozer. Samuel Thomas says, do I have the new maps created in the Instant Shock World Builder Challenge? Nah, I don't actually. If anyone's got them, feel free to send them to me because I don't have them. And when someone shares them with me, I'll put them in my Discord. But yeah, at the moment, I don't have them. ExCaL is clearing up this top base now for BoYcaH. There is a demo trap here. So he does want to be careful. He is being careful with his Vs, though. He's only taking a step at a time and then scanning with these drones. But I don't think that demo trap's in that good of a position, actually. I think it will probably get spotted. BoYcaH's rebuilding his base. He's dropping down more demo traps. ExCaL's rebuilding his base. I think ExCaL might be taking this one, actually. This demo trap has not been detected yet, actually. It's oh, he has detected it now. He has detected it now. Oh, I thought he was going to go into it now. So BoYcaH now coming in with the tech RPGs. He's managed to take out 1V. Now scrapped up as well. But he is probably gonna now realize that the war factory's been rebuilt. He's going to try and dozer hunt. But the dozer, I think, is actually inside of this. Yeah, pretty sure it's inside of that. He's looking for the dozer, but yeah. I mean, unless ExCaL steps on one of these demo traps, I'm pretty sure this is going to be BoYcaH's... ExCaL's game, I mean, BoYcaH's loss. Technical does take out another V, so maybe he wants to just kill this building with brute force with the super tech and these RPGs. Main base of BoYcaH now in danger. There is a few tunnels here from BoYcaH, but his main base, once that goes down, I really can't see a way BoYcaH's going to be able to win now. I mean, this is the only thing that BoYcaH's got going for him. BoYcaH's main base being sold off. There's loads of drones out now. ExCaL is fully aware there could be demo traps. That's pretty much the only thing that could change the game now. If you stepped on a demo trap, that might put BoYcaH back into it, but it's going to have to be a pretty decent demo trap. Yeah, he has seen this other one here as well. As long as he's super careful, he shouldn't really go on one. BoYcaH's trying to hang in there as long as possible. Power going to get picked off for ExCaL. ExCaL won't be on any power. Then he'll have to land his dozer and build another power probably. But ExCal's had these oils in the corners for quite a while, I think. And BoYcaH's not gone for them. So maybe if you was to replay the game, maybe sending a worker up there and deploying tunnels and getting the oils would be one way. One way to approach it differently. Yeah, I just can't see whether BoYcaH is going to win. He's rebuilding his supply back here. Maybe... I mean, if he does win it, it'll be the most epic replay of all time, probably. But he's definitely way, way behind here. Just going to open a can of Coke. Keep me going through this live stream. If you did just tune in, you're probably wondering why is it not ExCaL versus Scuba. Well, we did have ExCaL versus Scuba. That was earlier on. You can rewind and watch that challenge if you want to do. Otherwise, I'll upload that separate. But yeah, right now we have BoYcaH against ExCaL because the first challenge was over quicker than we anticipated. It was over in like an hour and a half or something. So now we've got BoYcaH and ExCaL. So this tech is still running around. I think he's still looking for a dozer, but there is a command center now for ExCaL, and ExCaL will have A10s. Supply does go down. I'm surprised how BoYcaH is lasting this long, to be honest. Demo Trap here might actually finally get some action. BoYcaH's on $2,000. Big army of Vs coming through again, and ExCal's been a little bit less wary of the drone, of the demo trap, but he does have a drone here, so he knows this whole area, at least here, is safe. A big stream of Vs coming across the map. Loads and loads of Vs out now. Various Hellfire drones and usual drones. ExCaL says Shuey goes to the next game, but BoYcaH likes to fight to the very end. I can't really see any way BoYcaH's going to win unless ExCaL does a size move and just steps on all of the demo traps of all of his Vs. Struggling to see how he's going to win. I mean, he's even got the top left and the bottom right ore, but I admire it. BoYcaH likes to fight to the death, and sometimes that's how the most epic comebacks happen. But that was a little bit too much to ask. Okay, score is 1-1. Someone has added me. Legend Crump. Let's see what he's got to say. I need to remove some people. No offense if you're one of these people, but I have too many in my list. If I accept any more, no one's going to be allowed in my list. I don't know who some of these are, so I'm just going to delete people who I don't think have been online for a while. So yeah, if you're one of these people, I apologize, but my list is just too big. That'll do for now, I think. Okay, so we're going to have the reverse with Baron Badlands, Balance 0 Hour version 1, USA against Demo. Anomaly says why has no one played Tournament Island? People do play Tournament Island and 2v2. Legend Crump hasn't actually accepted me, so I can't type. Okay, in the right side, we have got Cyan for BoYcaH. He is in the USA laser. Bottom left. Oh, kind of left. Center. We'll call it center left. Center left. Sounds like a political party. Center left. Purple for Gilet Demo for ExCaL. I like how they're taking the same colors pretty much throughout this. Santiago in the chat says hello. Hello, man. Welcome to the stream. Okay, aggressive worker from ExCaL is going to build a tunnel pretty much the same place BoYcaH tried to build it before, but then BoYcaH had to reinforce it later on with a tech. BoYcaH's doing pretty much the same as ExCaL. I think he did watch the replay. He likes to watch the replays and then sometimes copy. That's exactly what he's done here. He did check the replay because he knew that he was laser, and he's copied the build order. So he probably thinks that that worked out pretty nice for ExCaL. So therefore, I'm just going to copy it, see how it works out different. Decently placed drone there from BoYcaH. Done it a little bit off the center of the supply, so the tunnel doesn't actually detect it. Waterbull says, "What's the score?" The score is 99.99. First to 100. As always. Now, one day I'll make the score text like size 72. Size 72 impact font bold underlined, so nobody can ask what's the score. Oh, Doze is going to come in and maybe get some crushes here. V does get picked off, and now BoYcaH's Chinooks are getting harassed. BoYcaH's got 2 Vs here, but his Chinooks taking quite a bit of damage, but because they are collecting there, they can now just go back, similar to the ExCaL play we saw from USA as well. This Dozer actually going to get some crushes. ExCaL not pulling his workers. Ow. He's lost all of the workers and killed the terrorist as well. That's really, really decent. ExCaL paying attention over here, though, where he's TNT in the war factory. Building another tunnel here. Both players playing pretty aggressive. Harassment from both players. Obviously, the production for BoYcaH going down, but actually the workers of ExCaL were killed. So ExCal's only on $125. He is collecting with only 4 workers there, so his economy is not in the greatest of shapes. I don't know if I like that positioning of the tunnel, because that bunker can't protect it. Miller Diamond, welcome to the channel. Workers are going to be dropped off in ExCaL's supply line. That's bad news for ExCaL, because his workers were just wiped out here, and now they're all wiped out here. You do get 5 Rangers from the kill on the war factory, so when the Rangers just pop out, just combat drop them in the enemy base, and that's exactly what BoYcaH has done here, taking out loads of workers, and he's also collecting from the main base here. So ExCaL's on a low economy and not able to defend this area now. He was distracted in his base. Miller Diamond says, "Why do you always sell your HQ, which is the CC, the command center?" You sell that to get the extra $1,000, because if you don't sell that command center and get the $1,000, you're not going to be able to get your first V and your first missile defender out in time, and you are going to lose the game against the top level pro. That's why. Ooh. These tech RPG massive pushes from ExCaL are super powerful. He's done this a few times now. I've seen this a few times. I think he did it in the World Series against Shea as well, where he just gets a load of technicals together, puts all of his RPGs inside of it, and just goes for a big push. And now BoYcaH is dozeless. He's also barrackless as well. Doesn't have a barracks. And BoYcaH's in a bad situation here. ExCaL turning this one around from 1-0 up. It looks like he's going to go... 1-0 down. He's going to go what looks like 2-1 up. Ooh, TNT on the war factory. Nice from BoYcaH. Usually he doesn't say GG, as Scuba quite rightly pointed out before. But in that case, complimentary to ExCaL. ExCaL playing like an absolute animal there. 2-1. So we're going to do maps that we haven't seen already today. Arctic Lagoon, Vendetta, Sand Scorpion, TD. BoYcaH wants Sand Scorpion. There we go. Okay, Sand Scorpion coming up next, which is this one. Score is 2-1 to ExCaL, first to win 6. $50 sponsored by Hepsi, this one. We've got ExCaL with the nuke and the bottom right in the purple. Top left, we've got GLA Stealth for BoYcaH with the cyan. Okay, Sand Scorpion, interesting map. Interesting matchup here, nuke versus stealth. Probably say you prefer stealth. Maybe he's going to skip the War Factory and do predominantly hijackers. Puya says, I love the commentary. Thank you, man. It means a lot. Okay, supply going down in a weird spot for ExCaL. He's actually probably going to send his first truck forward, trying to kill some workers, and he's probably going to drop down mines there as well, which kind of blocks off that entrance. He's also doing a War Factory behind it. Kind of unique build order for this map. In the original Sand Serpent map, which is a kind of derivative of, there are 2 supply crates here. And ExCaL actually making 2 trucks from there. Just going to try and get the worker crushers here. Making 2 trucks. Is he going to be able to get there to this one in time? I think he probably will. It's only close to 50% and the truck's well and truly on its way. Abdul, nice emote, by the way. The little YouTube's on. I like that. If you become a member on YouTube on this channel, by the way, I've added like 5 or 6 new emotes on there, and the more members we get, the more will be added. So yeah, there's some new cool emotes added, but it's only when you become a member on YouTube, because I know there's like 11 members or something on my channel. This truck is actually going to get in the main supply of BoYcaH. Oh man, that is bad news. BoYcaH is actually getting the oils, but these trucks are causing absolute devastation. They've killed a lot. I mean, has ExCaL predicted that there's going to be no techs out or something? I think he probably has. And ExCaL is completely decimating this game. Those are going to get picked off for ExCaL here. It's probably first mistake, sending a dozer by itself. But BoYcaH's got no economy. There's a hijacker running around his base, and he's looking for the second dozer. The second dozer is actually nicely placed on the mines. And normally says ExCaL is a beast on this map. It's certainly looking like that, to be honest. Waiting for ExCaL to type my map. That would be funny. This is an interesting little city going on that ExCaL has built. But I mean, BoYcaH. Okay, so the first hijacker is going to come to the defense here, but that oil's been stopped as well. This oil has been captured. That oil's getting captured by ExCaL, as is this one. Ooh, what have we seen? What have we seen? I don't think he has the money. He doesn't have the money to drop down a power plant. Or is he just going to not build a power? He hasn't built a power, so this is a unique game. Let's call it that. Let's call it a unique game. I mean, troop crawlers are out as well, for God's sake. We're seeing troop crawlers against the GLA. This supply truck is just chilling with the workers in the supply line of BoYcaH. 2 more troop crawlers, 3 more troop crawlers coming across the map. Troop crawlers against stealth. Well, it's working because he's going hijackers. Might be the first time in my life I've ever seen that. Might be the first time in my life I've ever seen a hijacker take a troop crawler. Just might be. ExCaL now streaming units across the map. He's making tank hunters and troop crawlers against the GLA. He's got battle masters out as well, but I think the troop crawler is actually a nice idea. ExCaL is looking unstoppable in these last couple of games, similar to the Scuba games as well. I can't see any way BoYcaH can win this unless he drops down some supplies here, starts collecting, and just bunkers that bottom left side. He needs to abandon this base. Like, building quads here is a waste. Like, he's got a worker here. Why is he not building a supply? You can't hold this, surely. The amount of red guard is just going to take down that quad. Exile says, is ExCaL trolling? I don't think he's trolling, man. He's playing 100% here. We're seeing some high-level 0 Hour, but these troop crawlers are for countering the hijackers. They kill GLA structures nice and easy. I think ExCaL predicted that there would be a low it would be an eco boom with no war factory for BoYcaH. Is there an RPG inside of here? I don't know if there is. Yeah, there is. This is BoYcaH's only chance, bunkering this bottom left. He needs to get on a second war factory. Sorry, in a second supply. Bit of harassment going on here. It's not really going to affect ExCaL that much, losing a couple of trucks. I mean, he's got 4 trucks here anyway because this supply is now mined out. But yeah, the Red Guard are not actually that bad against GLA. I mean, when he's not got that many quads, if you're only against the occasional tunnel, the occasional hijacker, troop crawlers are actually decent. Because these RPGs inside of these buildings are not going to be able to do very much. Because when these battle masters explode, they kill everything around it. I mean, BoYcaH still might be able to win if he really bunkers in this side. But he needs to protect the supplies, his only income. He's got 3,300. So he could even drop down another one here. But he needs to drop down a barracks and more tunnels. And there's so many Red Guard. This battle master's in the supply line. ExCaL coming now with another wave from this side. I just think it's too much for BoYcaH. If he'd cancelled that war factory, sold his stuff in his main base, and started building here a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance. But yeah, I think he started building it too soon. And ExCaL just playing that like an absolute beast. Alright, gonna jump into the next game. So 3-1 is the score. Sand Scorpion is the map. And they will swap, so it'll be stealth versus nuke. Santiago, you're more than welcome. Thank you for your comment. Regards to you from the UK. Santiago from Argentina. Very nice. There's somewhere in Argentina I actually want to go. Is it Angel Falls? I think it's Angel Falls. I need to Google that actually now. I'm going to Google it. Angel Falls. I think that is in... Oh no, that's in Venezuela. What's the one in Argentina? Is it Devil's Mouth Falls? There's one that I want to visit. Yeah, Devil's Mouth Falls. Iguazu Falls or something like that. It's called the Devil's Throat. I really want to visit there. But I think it's a really hard place to get to, though. So, I'll fly in and Santiago can take me there in a VIP transport. Humvee or something like that. Okay, so we're gonna have the reverse here. BoYcaH needs to probably win this one if he wants to stay in this like competitively. He does not want to go 4-1 down. ExCaL with the top left spot. He is GLA Stealth with the purple. Bottom right, we have BoYcaH with the cyan China Nuke. ExCaL says I'm making it up as I go along with the troop crawler thing. Abdul, nice man. Welcome to the channel over the last 3 days or whenever. Yeah, the score is 3-1. BoYcaH copying ExCaL strats again. It's going to be a forward supply. I reckon BoYcaH checked the replay because he always waits a couple of seconds after the game, and I think he checks the replay. So he's going to copy ExCaL strats here. BoYcaH's been playing for a long time, while ExCaL's been taking a break. There's actually barrels there hiding behind the tree, and there as well. But yeah, he's copying ExCaL strats here. Ooh, is he going to kill the worker? He does kill the worker on 90%. There is a hijacker out. But I don't think this is going to cause as much damage as it did to BoYcaH, though, because ExCaL will know. ExCaL saying get your own strats. Fair enough. I like the trash talk because BoYcaH did type my map earlier on. So BoYcaH does kind of deserve it. Truck does go down to terrorist. You see, this is what I've seen some other experts say as well, and what I've always said is sometimes you can copy a person's strat, but you will never surpass that person or never be better than them or probably never be as successful as they were with it if you just outright copy them, because they did it themselves. They know 100% what's coming now. As soon as he saw that truck, he knows there's going to be a second truck. He knows there's going to be a supply here. He knows, ooh, wow. He knows there's going to be mines here. He knows pretty much what he's against, and he just won it himself. Now, ExCal's probably going to be able to defend that better than BoYcaH did, because they've already done it once. He's got the experience. He came up with the strat and stuff like that. But BoYcaH probably scratching his head how he lost that game, and probably thought, you know what, it looks like a really strong strat. Let's try it. So, yeah, I don't know. It did look like a pretty strong strategy when ExCaL did it, but I'm just surprised at the lack of terrorists, though, because the terrorists are usually the counter to it. I think did we see one terrorist? I think we did see one terrorist. But here comes the assault troop crawler. So not a true assault troop crawler, just a troop crawler. Does find a hijacker. So again, ExCal's created a new meta, it seems, in GLA and China's just go troop crawlers. It's going to be able to get the oils as well. It's going to go inside of this building. It's going to send his red guard around. And now back in the base. ExCal's expecting this to be open. This is where the build order is varying a little bit. The war factory is going to be deeper back in the base. Capture upgrade is now in place, and the oil capture is coming in. But again, ExCal knows the build order because he just created it minutes ago. Draw says he wants to sponsor a challenge. Best of 9 between me and ExCal, $20. I probably won't play it today, but message me on Discord or something, and we will sort it out for another day, because I don't think ExCal's going to play 3 challenges in a row. I think he has to sign off each challenge with the wife. But maybe like tomorrow or Wednesday we can see it. But yeah, message me on Discord or join this Discord channel. There's like 1,000 members in my Discord channel now. Everyone's sharing replays and screenshots and maps and stuff like that. So I highly recommend anyone who's watching, join the Discord channel. Can sponsor challenges in there and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, nice one, man. I appreciate it. We will definitely see that challenge. The thing is about this is not the World Series. We're not seeing the World Series here. This is just a challenge between 2 of the favorites to win the World Series. So even though ExCal just created that build order and came up with the meta of attacking with troop crawlers against the GLA, and BoYcaH, yeah, he's copying it, but he's also, BoYcaH's learning in the process. So I mean, even if he loses this game or whatever, he's learned a new build order now that he could take into the World Series matches, maybe against Vivid when he plays Vivid. So yeah, it's experience for BoYcaH on these World Series maps. This map is in the World Series, and it could well be he gets some kind of China against the GLA. Tech RPG is going to hunt the Dozer. Does not get it though, and there is another one anyway. And it looks like BoYcaH is in a decent position. I mean, as soon as he's got this supply here and seals off this, I'm struggling to see a way ExCaL can win. ExCaL's now under a bit of pressure. He does have these 2 oils at the top of the map though. Dragon says that BoYcaH is clueless versus experts. I think people in the chat are a little bit harsh, man. I saw Roll saying something like, shame on BoYcaH, he's losing, blah, blah, blah. But we're talking about one of the greatest players that ever played Zero Hour, which is ExCaL, which has been spamming continuously for the last month or 2 months or whatever. There's no shame in losing against one of the best players. If you think you can do a better job, then sure, let us know in the chat, and we will arrange a challenge versus ExCaL. But I think sometimes people are a little bit too harsh on the players. There can't be many people in the world that can give ExCaL an in prime ExCaL a tough challenge. Sometimes people are a little bit too harsh. Okay, Technical's still roaming around. Battlemaster's going to be dropped off by the reinforcement pad that BoYcaH did collect. And he's going to go for the Dozer Hunt again. Oh, where's the other one, though? Oh, he's captured it. He's captured it. Oh, ExCaL. He's captured it. ExCaL must, like... You know, men are supposed to think about sex every 6 seconds. I reckon ExCaL thinks about Dozer hunting every 6 seconds. Like, sometimes, like, at this point in the game... You can tend to think, oh, okay, all I need to do now is just bunker up. I need to get a Jean and Cat out. I need to spam more tunnels. But ExCaL makes you think, right, Dozer hunt. Okay, 6 seconds has passed. Dozer hunt. Oh, man. Just a theory, anyway. But yeah, BoYcaH's now out of dozers. Maybe he wants to build a couple more trucks here and long distance collect from that as well. He's going to be needing to spam as many units as possible. ExCal's going to go into super defense mode. It kind of looks like the stealth versus tank game we saw against Scuba, where we had like 18 tunnels on the screen, in just one screen. So yeah, if you just tuned in on the stream, we did earlier have Scuba against ExCaL. You're probably wondering why it's BoYcaH against ExCaL now. It's just simply because it's the next challenge. So the score, I won't spoil the score what it was, but if you want to go back and watch it, Scuba and ExCaL. It was at the beginning of this stream. Later on, I will split it into 2 videos so you can watch both challenges separately. But for now, you can either rewind it or you can stay with us and watch this one. ECM does disable the battle bus. The ECM does go down. Battle bus very, very low. Battle bus does go down now. No subliminal messaging from BoYcaH. BoYcaH has got a bunker here. ExCal's still on 2 oils. Probably take out the oils and you can starve ExCaL of money. This battle bus is going to get in the base though, going to get round the bunker, but there is quite a few RPGs inside of there. That battle bus does go down. What's the battle bus going to go for though? It's going to kind of get trapped. Battle bus does go down. A bit of a waste from ExCaL. I think he's just trying to hunt the occasional building. Every building that he picks off will be good. But ExCal's going to have to deal with this now, and it's not going to be easy. Maybe pick off the stealth detection and send in some hijackers would be a good idea, but his front tunnels are going to go down, so 2 tunnels are going to go down so far. Annoyingly, BoYcaH is level 3 now, so he could have like carpet and artillery, which would probably seal the deal. But it seems like this build order and this new meta that ExCaL has created, the troop crawler versus GLA build, seemingly is pretty strong. ExCal's doing alright to defend against this. It's sniped off an overlord, which is kind of a game changer, really. The overlord does get captured again. Doesn't snipe out that last guy in time. So pretty even so far, I think. The tunnel on the left-hand side has been cleared up. Sneaky tunnel with a sneaky worker. There is a Black Lotus roaming around. Will detect ExCaL. Where is ExCaL now? It's here, so it's going to come in and snipe another tank. Ooh, there is a command center, so ExCaL does have level 3, so he's going to have bounty and probably rebel ambush. He's going to be able to take one of these overlords for himself. BoYcaH on $800, still spamming loads and loads of units across. Overlord has been taken by the rebel ambush. That's bad news. Going to disable it with the Lotus, but there is a ExCaL around. Bit dangerous. But a Red Guard versus GLA once again. Where's the veterancy, man? Where's the veterancy on these Red Guard? If you're going to spam that many, you might as well get the veterancy, because now he doesn't have a command center. The general's promotions can't be used on anything else anyway. ExCaL is now inside the battle bus. He's going to have a field day clearing all this up, getting $18 for every kill. This kinda really is like a bounty. Every time you get a kill, you're getting paid. Maybe troop crawlers at this point wasn't the right thing to do. One battle bus does go down. There is Black Lotus still out. Black Lotus probably wants to go over here and capture this oil. I think it's the economy you need to hit. The economy. If you're in this position now as nuke, you probably want to hit the economy. There's like the oil over there. You probably can't kill that just yet. But this one over here has been wide open for ages. Scuba with a cool fact there, actually. The unit drop pad, if you kill it, you get 200 points. All of the buildings that can be capped give 0 points. That's really interesting. So what, if you kill that, you get 200 points? That's really, really interesting. I wonder if ExCaL knew that, and that's why he went for it. Maybe it is. I need to experiment with that myself. I didn't know that. That's a really cool fact. Nice one, Scuba. 200 XP points. That's a lot. That's the same as like a command center kill, I think. So yeah, the troop crawlers at that point when Jarman was out, I think probably wasn't the greatest of ideas. Actually, how's the loot? How's that get over there? And why is this wheel still alive? So we've still got units streaming across the map. Battle bus is permanently disabled. Quite a rare thing to see. I mean, sometimes you see it, but not that common. Oil. Just kill it, man. Just kill the oil. I mean, he's probably going to try and capture it, maybe, with the Red Guards. But he's probably just going to relinquish it back to ExCaL's control at some point. Why is he not killing it? Ooh, one battle busters get sniped off. ExCaL still having a field day. Killing everything. He is now Vet 3 as well. ExCaL does snipe the speaker tower one. Sometimes it's better to snipe the Gatling cannon one because there is more speaker tower ones. The Lotus, sorry, the work is going to get inside of the, oh, that's painful. I mean, there's no Red Guard around to capture it anyway. I don't understand why he's not killing the oil, man, because he's probably not going to be able to capture it himself. Overlord's a little bit out of position. Battle busters come in once again. Two battle busters get picked off this time. That's not good. There is a Overlord now popped out of the tunnel. It looks absolutely ridiculous, the size of that tank that pops out. BoYcaH trying as hard as he can to break through this. I just don't understand why he hasn't touched the oil. I'm just confused. ECM going to disable that Overlord. Overlord does go down out of ExCaL. There is more troop crawlers coming in now. Over here. ExCaL's map control is getting denied. Lotus has taken the oil back again over the right side. This Overlord probably going to go down to this battle bus. Needs to get back with the ECM. These troop crawlers, I think, are empty. Battle buses do take this out. Does he have the rocket upgrade? He doesn't have the AP rockets. I think BoYcaH's going to be out of cash soon. Yeah, he is. He'll probably get these trucks here. Collect from there. But you see, he should have killed the oil while he had the chance, because this oil now survives. It's giving ExCaL so much money. ExCaL's now out of cash on his main supply. He's only got one market, so if you starve ExCaL of cash, these buses he won't be able to replace them all the time. Look at the range on that Gatling cannon. Crazy. It does survive on 0 HP. More Overlords coming across the map. There is so many battle buses out there, and because ExCaL's got the bounty as well as these oils still, his economy is not that bad. Lotus does get detected, and she's going to get sniped. I think, yeah, she gets sniped. $160 for the bounty on Black Lotus. $160 for Black Lotus. Would you pay $160 for one night with Black Lotus? Anything goes. No, no rules. It's not like pro rules. Black Lotus, actually 1 hour, not a night. $160, 1 hour, Black Lotus, not Super Lotus, just Black Lotus. $160, no rules, anything goes. Okay, Jean-Michel does take out an Overlord and a Rebel Ambush. Again, captures it. It's looking desperate for BoYcaH. He's now long distance collecting from the middle. He's bringing more ECMs. He's got Inferno Cannons now as well. Is that the right thing against Battle Busters, though? Inferno Cannons are pretty weak. But it's these two oils. They're keeping ExCaL in the game. Every 12 seconds, they're bringing in $200 each. So $400 every 12 seconds. I mean, Black Lotus's position there is a dead giveaway because every time a tunnel gets detected, that means Black Lotus is in proximity. So if all of them are detected, it means she's there. Inferno Cannon's going to kill a tunnel here. It's just a shame for BoYcaH that he's not got a CC, because if he had the carpet, mines, and artillery, that would be so much different. It would be such a different game. But ExCaL has once again lamed and dozer hunted. But is it lame? It's part of the game. One battle bus does get picked off. There's 4 battle buses now coming in from the side. Another battle bus goes down. Even maybe another one is going to go down here as well. The ECM usage from BoYcaH has been super good. But once again, BoYcaH's army has been pretty much rendered useless. I mean, not useless, but it's been rendered to nothing. He's only got 2 Infernos now. And this is where the battle buses are good against the Infernos. The Infernos can't do anything unless they're behind strong units. Overlord captured for ExCaL. Derby H says I'd prefer Burton rather than Black Lotus. Okay then. $160 for an hour of Colonel Burton, no rules. No thanks. You don't know what he might do. Lotus is going to run into a tunnel here. I think this is the end for BoYcaH. He's probably going to hang in there as long as possible, but ExCal's floating like 5k. He could even drop down one more market behind this. He's still got a power. Here's another market. More markets being dropped down. GG from BoYcaH. Well, ExCaL is proving pretty strong. He's only dropped 1 game today. Score is now 4-1. ExCaL only needs 2 more to win. I'm going to reel off the maps again. Arctic Lagoon. And Desolate District. Natural Threats. Vendetta. BoYcaH's calling him lame now. Can't believe that tech got in. Dozer and owned. Okay, we're gonna go with Vendetta, it looks like. Okay, we got BoYcaH with China Vanilla in the red, and we're north of Vendetta. In the south, we've got Tox for ExCaL in the purple. So you can say massive army advantage to ExCaL here. Nothing to say that China Vanilla can't win. It has happened before. Upsets do happen. Maybe he's going to do an aggressive supply here and send some trucks forward to get some crushers. But you would expect Tox is probably going to take this one. So, a forward war factory, and it's going to be probably a Helix behind this. Second truck needs to make it on there, which it is now. Worker does go down, and this war factory here is going to get spotted by ExCaL. ExCaL sending him 2 terrorists forward, and this truck is going to have to do some serious driving skills to get by these terrorists. Terrorist is going to go left. Is that going to get the truck? I don't think so, no. So the terrorist actually is going to continue pushing forward. Tunnel is going to get up to the left of where this war factory is. Doze is probably going to get spotted and maybe hunted. You don't want that near the tunnel. Truck is going to push forward. There are 2 defensive tunnels. And the GAT is out. Going to take out the terrorists. Dozer just runs to his death. So you can't accuse ExCaL of Dozer hunting here, because he just walked straight into a tunnel. This technical here is going to chase away the truck. Truck does kill 1 worker. Truck does go down. No scrap denied just yet. And that is Vet 2 scrapped up 1 squad. Sorry, not quad. The quad here against the gap, but scrapped up tech. There is now a Helix out. Going to drop a flamer on the base, probably, of BoYcaH. It's a Gatlix, actually. And there's going to be RPGs put inside this building. Going to need to make a flamer as the next unit. There is a flamer inside of this, and the quads are going to have to try to take it out. The Helix is going to come in the base. There are 2 quads out. Going to cause a bit of damage to this Helix, but the Helix is going to drop off a flamer back here. Helix should also be able to escape as well, and probably kill the supply. Supply being instantly sold. Flamer going to move out of the way of the toxin tunnel, and now the Helix is going to try and help kill the quads. So maybe the targeting could have been better here from ExCaL. ExCaL, I think, paying attention more in the base. He has now got a super tech, I think. Yeah, he has. He's got a super tech and killed the Helix. I think that's GG. I think BoYcaH has lost here. Supply taking damage from the super tech. Power going down as well. This is pointless to continue. I think as soon as that super tech's out, and the fact that he lost the Helix and the flamer in his base, ExCaL looking too strong at the moment. Never supply going up for ExCaL. This is, I was going to say really pointless, but there's a flamer in the back of the base. But just that super tech alone can probably win the game by itself. It is China Vanilla against Tox, so you would expect Tox to win. Flamer does kill the arms dealer. Flamer killing the barracks as well. So actually, ExCal's not on very many buildings. This Helix is still... Oh, actually, a new Helix is flying around, actually. It's going to take quite a bit of damage. This quad, though. I think the Helix should be able to 1v1 it, maybe. Gonna be close. Super tech, though. As long as ExCaL keeps that super tech alive. No veterancy on the Helix. That's pretty harsh. But now, sense that those hunts coming in here. GG from... Well, no GG from BoYcaH. Just GG. GG from me. No GG from BoYcaH. BoYcaH seems pretty angry. 5-1 to ExCaL. 5-1. So ExCal's played 11 games today. No, wait. He's played 12 games. And so far he's lost 1 against BoYcaH and Scuba. Only losing 1 game. Okay, now it's going to be Tox versus China. Let's see if ExCaL can also win that one. It's going to be interesting if he does. Do we have another challenger for ExCaL after this? I see Fargo saying that he played ExCaL like a week ago or whatever. Fargo, do you want to play ExCaL next? Maybe we can get a sponsor. Got a few messages actually. I might have a sponsor. Let's see. Okay, let's go. Actually, maybe it's been 2 hours now. Maybe Google is ready to play someone. I think ExCaL will probably go after this challenge actually. So maybe we'll have another. Maybe we'll have another matchup. Maybe like Google versus Fargo, or maybe Google versus BoYcaH, something like that. But yeah, we got BoYcaH versus ExCaL here. BoYcaH in the south with the red Gilet Tox. He has changed his color now. He is red and not cyan anymore. He's purposely changed that. Maybe he just feels like he gets extra damage or something with Tox. In the north, we've got 3 dozer build order from ExCaL. He is China Vanilla in the purple. Going to be 2 supplies back here, and then this forward dozer probably going to try and build a war factory somewhere here, I would imagine. But there is a forward tunnel here from BoYcaH, and that's probably going to scout this. Yeah, I really don't know. I think maybe he's just going to go and try to crush some workers. I suppose you got to do some weird stuff as China Vanilla. Is it going to get in? I can't see it really getting past that tunnel. I think the tunnel's going to complete in time. Might kill some. Maybe. Kills 1 worker. 2 workers. Probably not worth it that much. Behind it's going to be a Helix and some Red Guard and a bunker from ExCaL. Okay, 2 supply build order from BoYcaH. Pretty good start so far, really. I mean, there's going to be a Helix now, but pretty weak start for ExCaL. Throwing away 1,000 and losing that doge. It's going to be a late Helix as well. Red Guard going to run around and take out the occasional terrorist that is pushing forward. I think there's a Red Guard inside of there as well, so I don't think that terrorist... Oh no, there's only a tank hunter inside of there. Maybe there's Red Guard as well. We will see. Yeah, there is a Red Guard inside of there as well. So the trucks are protected at the moment. War factory now going down. Aggressive tunnel from BoYcaH on the right. Pop here from BoYcaH, and it's going to take out probably 1 Helix. Yeah, 1 full Helix does go down. There's another Helix here from ExCaL. War factory being placed down. Imagine there's going to be some flamers. Maybe some GATS outpost action. But this aggressive tunnel here from BoYcaH is going to cause some problems. Plenty of RPGs inside of here, and that bunker is definitely going to go down. The quad's popped out now as well. BoYcaH continuing the quad spam as well. I don't know how ExCaL is going to defend that. He's got a Gatlix. Maybe he's going to drop off a flamer with this. But it looks like it is going to go 5-2. GG from ExCaL. Pretty quick game. Probably the quickest game. 3 hours. 3 hours 25. 3 minutes 25. GG. Well played to BoYcaH. Did what you need to do. Was that build order strong from ExCaL? Probably would have been better if BoYcaH didn't build that tunnel on his second supply. I think you have to try something risky as China Vanilla to try and win. But yeah, China Vanilla losing out both times there. Right, I'm gonna take the score. We've got now 5-2. Maybe they want to do Arctic Lagoon. I'll put that for now and then see if they want to do it. So we got Arctic Lagoon, natural threats, TD, Forgotten Air Battle. I think we've seen Desolate. I think that's the remaining maps that we haven't seen today. So who chose the first map? So ExCaL wants TD. Let's see if BoYcaH wants it. BoYcaH says no. Let me just check the rules of the last challenge. Doesn't actually say. Okay. I'll check the World Series rules. I think the World Series rules is you pick maps alternatively. Okay, so it's alternate. So TD, no bergs, no cars. Oh man, it's funny. China against Nuke. Okay, so we've got TD, China against Nuke. Pink. Sorry, what am I about? Pink. Purple for ExCaL in the China Vanilla faction in the north. And then in the south, we've got the Cyan China Nuke for BoYcaH. So a bit of a different matchup to what we've seen so far. I don't think we've seen any Nuke versus China so far. We haven't seen any like Nuke versus Tank or Nuke versus Inf or anything like that. So I think this is a pretty interesting matchup, and I think both factions can win it. I think you have to say Nuke has the better army, because once he gets like chain guns with Overlords, ECMs, it's kind of hard to break. But there's nothing to say that China can't win, because if China plays it right, it gets the critical mass of Helixes out, and hits at the right time, maybe picks off the Doges, maybe picks off the occasional Battlemaster units that are free to kill without any GAT defense. Then China can rack up the XP and also keep his Helixes alive, only to go in later when you've got like literally 5 to 6 Helixes. So 2 supply build order from BoYcaH with 2 war factories. Going to be spamming probably GATs, maybe outposts, Battlemasters. Probably expecting at least 1 Battlemaster as a first unit, where it's going to be Helix for China. Remember, BoYcaH can't afford to lose any more games. Needs to win every game from now, whereas ExCaL only needs 1 more. Helix now coming across the map. There is a outpost GAT, actually just outposts and GAT so far. Fast propaganda center going down here. BoYcaH is going to get inside of this building, and actually if he targets the Helix, he can cause a little bit of damage to the Helix here. Actually he's not, he's just attacking this bunker here. If he clears the middle, actually, if he damages that bunker enough, he could actually just push through with these GATs. ExCaL doesn't have a follow-up yet from this. He's going to build second war factory now. It's going to be on 2 war factories, but yeah, only 1 Helix out for now. Sometimes you see them just mass Helixes, but maybe he's seen the amount of GATs out, maybe thought that's probably a bad idea. So yeah, just long run, I'm just struggling to see how China will combat the Overlords ECMs with 2 war factories. I mean, sure, you can make outposts all day long, but eventually with the correct micro they will go down to Overlords ECM. BoYcaH is going to be on a fast attack, so obviously he's going to have the Black Lotus out sooner. Going to be able to get this oil on the left hand side, probably go over to the right and get that one as well, so he's going to have probably an economic advantage. ExCaL dropping down a bunker in the middle, maybe realizing this one is a little bit low. Bunkers off the middle nicely stops any medium-ish or small armies pushing through the middle. Helix coming in on the left, takes out the GAT. Scuba says BoYcaH is playing very defensive, and Rengo says BoYcaH is on voice chat. Okay then. Well, because he made a couple of GATs, BoYcaH is on voice chat, right? Okay then. Because China Vanilla never makes a Helix against Nuke, does it? Never makes a Helix. Okay, so 2 Helixes out for ExCaL, 2 more outposts, pumping out outposts. BoYcaH, meanwhile, got his own bunker actually, and ECM Overlord. No subliminal messaging yet for BoYcaH. Does have that oil now on the left. And where is the Lotus gone? I'm missing the Lotus. Maybe if I click on BoYcaH and press Control H, it doesn't take me to it. Maybe the Lotus died and I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy reading the chat. But this Overlord ECM is going to be hard to deal with for ExCaL now. 3 Helixes now out, roaming around. But there are GATs out. It does have the chain gun as well, so These Gats can tear through these helixes super, super quick. Down the right-hand side are the helixes. BoYcaH is already there, though, so ExCaL probably doesn't want to push there. Outpost going to be disabled by the ECM, and the other ECM is going to be moved around. So this is pretty decent play from BoYcaH. Like Scuba said in the chat, pretty defensive. And I think he said he's nervous, but actually I think he's just a more safe, solid build order. He can't afford to lose anymore, so you probably would be tempted to play like this. This is the position. Whoa, there's the Lotus. Still in cash, actually. Okay, big engagement here. This actually means everything, because if BoYcaH loses this engagement here, it might just lose the game. Losing a lot. 2 helixes do go down as well, though. Lover Scott says in the chat, is there a delay? Yeah, there's like a 90-second delay. So there's no possible stream sniping going on. There's like 80 seconds set through OBS, and then YouTube takes like 10 to 12 seconds to transmit the data. So all in all, it's about 92 seconds, something like that. But this is looking pretty positive for BoYcaH. ExCaL doesn't have his oil. I think the 2 War Factory build from ExCaL after the initial helix was probably his downfall, because you can make outposts all day long, like I said, but against the Overlord's ECMs, I mean, how are you going to deal with that? There is a Black Lotus now out for ExCaL, but I think the oil capture for ExCaL is coming in a little bit too late. So BoYcaH playing is super, super solid. It's going to probably make it to 6... Sorry, not 6. Or maybe 6-3. Probably make it to 5-3. There is a Lotus here now for... that. Whose is that? Is that ExCaL? It's going to disable... the Overlord. And ExCal's got a decent amount of ECMs out now, but there's just too many Overlords and too many ECMs for BoYcaH. I think this might be the end for ExCaL. Big engagement, though. Nonetheless, ECMs all over the place, disabling. Looks so beautiful with the green laser lines, or whatever they are. I actually reckon it's firing lasers. Maybe it's a laser, some kind of EMP or something. I mean, this looks like a close battle, but it's actually mainly just ECMs from ExCaL. There's no follow-up from this, really. I think ExCaL is going to lose here. It's going to make the score 5-3. GG from ExCaL. GG. Well played to both players. BoYcaH playing that exactly as you probably should. I think this is the mistake from ExCaL, making 2 War Factories. Maybe 1 War Factory fast propaganda center is a better idea. Try and get the Lotus, try and get the oil. I don't think you can survive as China Vanilla with just 2 supplies that late into the game, I don't think. Okay, 5-3. So ExCaL now will have the stronger army in the south as a nuke. BoYcaH will take China in the top. BoYcaH may take a second to think about how he's going to deal with this. Couple of options. You could just play it like ExCaL did. You could do 2 War Factories and just try and out-spam the nuke in the beginning. Try to cause some economic damage. I think BoYcaH is thinking about this for a second. Alternatively, you could drop down 2 airfields and 1 supply and do a no eco and hope that ExCal's just done 1 War Factory. That can win you the game super, super quick. Let's see how BoYcaH's going to handle it. We've got ExCaL going for, well, I was going to say going for a quick power plant, but of course he's going for a quick power plant. We've got ExCaL with the China nuke in the south with the purple color. In the north, we've got BoYcaH with the cyan China vanilla. So yeah, more interested to see how BoYcaH is going to play this. Looks like he's playing it standard, not going to do an all-in like I suggested. 2 supplies coming in from ExCaL. The thing about this supply placement is that, yeah, sure, your trucks will come out faster and you'll be collecting faster, but if you place it there, it's actually more perfect supply placement. But maybe ExCaL thinks it's better to just drop that off quicker and actually just get it up quicker so you can build like this. You can start getting the income in faster rather than walking over here a little bit further. So BoYcaH's going to do two supplies, 2 war factories. Perfect supply placement here. I really, really like that. But the easy supply placement doesn't actually look that perfect from BoYcaH. But maybe it's just because that truck just needs to get back in the party. No, it's not perfect. It needs to be maybe a little bit further away. Has he done it on a slight angle or something? But that's going to slow his economy down. He's done 2 war factories. Might work out against this build order from ExCaL. ExCaL's actually doing a fast propaganda center. So if actually BoYcaH did do the 2 helix thing and just went straight across the map, he probably would have just won the game right there, because that would work out nicely against this this build order. More defensive from ExCaL. But ExCaL's going to have fast Overlords ECMs out, and actually BoYcaH might be able to punish it with this double outpost 2 war factory spam build order. Maybe helix going to probably be built behind this. From BoYcaH is also sending the dozer forward, probably trying to get on a 3rd supply. I'd like to see the supply here rather than here, because you do have to walk this far to get the supply. 2 tank gunners here from ExCaL, going to pop open these outposts if they do get in close proximity. And BoYcaH's looking in a quite decent position. It's just once the Overlord ECM comes out, that's going to be then pretty difficult. And there's only 1 tank hunter in each of those, maybe? Let's take out both of the outposts. That gas now going to clear that up pretty successfully. Outpost on the right-hand side, the bunker's going to take that out. Ibrahim in the chat says I said 6-3 first. You might be right. It's not over yet. BoYcaH is putting up a decent fight. It's not over by any means. It's going to be a helix from BoYcaH next. He's going to unload these outposts. ExCaL almost picking off a dozer there of BoYcaH. BoYcaH needs to be careful, because ExCaL will just take out your dozers. There is a helix out now, and I'm pretty sure that's been detected, because ExCaL did have a garrison here. He's also got this outpost here, so pretty sure that's been spotted. Gats are out of place though, so the helix is going to be able to come in. Is he going to pick off the dozers? He could pick off the dozers, because there's 1 here, 1 here, so the helix is going to come in. 1 dozer going to... And what the thing is, these gats are going to actually force it this way, so ExCaL's got no choice now but to lose these dozers. But, yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe he wants to just unload. The thing is, you can unload and you can actually kill this, or he can actually just run away. Yeah, I mean, if he unloads, he will guaranteed get the kill on spy, but he's going to lose his helix. But ExCaL's going to get this oil, so he's going to make up for the lost supply. But that's actually BoYcaH at a decent position now. He's going to take out that bunker as well. None of this can be rebuilt, by the way. ExCaL again getting a taste of his own medicine with this dozer hunt thing. Kuan Botman says BoYcaH making a comeback now would be epic. Totally agree, and it's heading in that direction. It's just this composition from ExCaL is going to be so difficult to deal with. Maybe ECMs, maybe a counter-attack of helixes. He doesn't have a propaganda center, so you can't do the ECMs. It's been harassed on this left-hand side by Battlemaster. And this attack from ExCaL is probably going to get in the base. That ECM is getting awfully low, though. ExCaL probably wants to think about going back. Subliminal messaging has been purchased. Chain gun is not in place. BoYcaH is losing a lot of HP on his helix, and he's in danger. Actually, I think he is probably out. This is a genius attack from ExCaL. He's going to chase down the helix, and the helix is going to go probably down. Battlemaster just get picked off. There is a Lotus here as well. I think ExCaL's taking it. ExCaL's taking this series. Looking like 6-3, so Ibrahim, you were correct. Rest of BoYcaH's base just getting cleared up. Yeah, certainly looks like BoYcaH is going out here. Still a damaged Helix flying around, but even if he goes in the bases, just Gats waiting for it, so it's going to go down. I think BoYcaH's out. Power plant is going to be captured. BoYcaH's dropping down a couple more bunkers. So maybe when he unloaded the Helix there, maybe it was better to actually send it back and save it. I mean, it's alright to look back in hindsight. China Vanilla is the weaker army here. BoYcaH been Dozer hunted now, I think. There's sacrifice and overlord for that, but it's probably worth it for ExCaL. War Factory has been captured. Think it's GG. BoYcaH's probably going to hang in there into the last minute because that's what he always does. He likes to stay and fight to the very last unit, but all he's pretty much got this of any use is this Helix. He's got an outpost here. He's only collecting. Oh, he was only collecting with one truck. He's now built two, but that's going to be instantly killed by this from ExCaL. He's still collecting from the middle, but it's just a matter of time. ExCaL has taken this. Well, yeah, ExCaL played 6 against Scuba. He's now played 9 against BoYcaH. That's 15 games in total, and only dropped 3 against them 2 expert players. So, GG, well played. Shame BoYcaH doesn't say GG. I don't know why he's being disrespectful. ExCaL's like one of the nicest games, nicest guys in the game. So I don't know why you would, I don't know why disrespect ExCaL. There's no need to quit without saying GG. He's one of the nicest. He's honestly one of the nicest guys. You can say GG. I mean, we're all going to be here regardless. You might as well have a good time rather than being disrespectful to each other. Just my opinion anyway, but whatever. So yeah, GG. ExCaL takes it 6-3.